Hello everyone, welcome back to Fatty's Feast, where we make the best food you'll ever eat without leaving your backyard. My name is Josh. Today we're going to be answering the age-old question of what is the perfect amount of smash for your Smashburger. Let's get started. I think all griddlers can agree that the Smashburger is one of the most perfect, delicious, simple recipes you can make on a griddle. However, one thing griddlers can't agree on is how much do you smash your Smashburger? Do you keep it a little more thick for some added juiciness, or do you smash it out like it's paper thin so you get great crust? We're going to be figuring that out today. To do that, we're going to be making Smashburgers to 3 different thicknesses. A little bit thicker, thin, and then thinnest. And this is something I've wanted to try for a while because I've struggled with this as well. But I'm not going to stand in front of you guys and take credit for this idea. I actually saw this from another YouTube creator, Cooking with Big Cat 305. I'll put a link to his channel somewhere up above here. He's got great content, great cooking videos, great griddling videos. You'll want to check him out. I'm going to be doing the experiment similar to how he did it, but I'm going to add a little bit of a twist. But before I get into what we're going to be working with for meat, I need to toast me up some buns. So I got 3 zones here on a medium heat. Put some oil down, not too much. I just want to prevent the butter from burning a little bit. And we'll just come in here with this buttery goodness, spread it all around like so. You guys know how to toast buns. I don't even know why I'm talking. And we're going to be making 1, 2, 3 burgers. Oh, I screwed that one up. Here, come up here. Get some of that goodness in here. And we'll let those sit like so while I show you my meat. So on my plate here, I have 9 beautiful balls of 80/20 ground beef. For Smashburgers, you want to use 80/20. You want that fat content to get that nice crisp. And these all weigh in at approximately 3 ounces. Some people prefer 4 ounces. I found that 3 to 3.5 is the best to get that nice crisp and nice smash. 4-ounce patties for me sometimes can just shrink up and become less of a Smashburger in the long run. Our buns should be done, so let's get those off. Look at these guys. 2 seconds, literally. I'm just gonna flip them over for a little bit of added crisp. Perfect. Just want to show you. Oh, that crisp. I love that. It's a little bit windy out today, so these are gonna get cold, unfortunately, but that's what happens when I film. And I'm just looking for something like that. Not too bad. Throw them on, stack them up, take them off. I got me a pan here. I'm gonna cover my buns with this. See if those stay warm. I don't know. Let's throw some more oil down. And some more butter, because you can't have enough of that. So we're going to throw our patties on 1 by 1, 2, 3. Space them out evenly if we can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Nice and even. Like I said, we're doing 3 thicknesses. These guys here are going to be the less, or I should say more thick. There we go. So we're just going to do that. Nice smash like that. And we'll go a little more. There we go. So I'm putting a good amount of pressure down, nothing major. Parchment paper is a lifesaver so it doesn't stick to this guy. These in the middle are going to go a little bit thinner, putting a little more pressure here. There's no science to this, I'm just winging it. I'm sort of leaning into it a little bit. And last one here. Lean right over, get it in. There we go. And then last but not least, our thinnest boys are going to be right here. We're really going to smash these guys down where I move the griddle top. That's awesome. That's pretty damn thin. I'm putting a lot of body weight into this. All 210 pounds of my diabetic ass. And there we go. So as you can see here, really paper thin to the point they're cracking. Pretty thin, not as thin. We're gonna hit these guys with some delicious Grillaholics salt, pepper, garlic, and butter seasoning. It's a very nice seasoning. It gives a really nice buttery taste along with those garlic, peppery, salty cravings you have. Links in the description if you want to purchase some of this yourself. It's delicious. So I'm going to be cooking all of these pretty much the same amount of time. I'm going to take these thinner ones off first so they don't dry out. Another thing to note with the temperature of the grill, you want it on the highest setting so you can get that nice crisp. And another thing I did here is I tried to space the burgers out over the 3 burners that I'm using. All right, so it's been about 2 minutes. Let's give these guys a flip. I come in just like this. Not a lot of crust on that one. A little more crust on that one. And that one's probably the crustiest. You can see these guys over here are sort of bunching up a little bit. Do have a nice crust on them though. It ain't bad at all. So as you saw, I only made 3 buns. We're making 3 separate burgers. We're gonna double up each one, so we have a double smash burger. Plus, I'm going to be making 1 patty separate from each of them. That way we can taste it in a burger context with no condiments, no nothing. Just cheese and burger and bun. And then we can really evaluate tasting the meat itself to see what we think of that. It's been about another minute, so I'm gonna throw my cheese on. I got my good old trusty American cheese from Kraft, you know, the plastic stuff, because I want it to melt very easily. I don't wanna have to put a basting cover on it or anything. We'll throw these on just like so, a little extra. Have me a nice drink, and these guys should just be about done. I got my buns here spaced out on the cutting board, nice and cold, because it's cold. And I'm gonna put them just like we did on the griddle, so I guess flip it around. This will be thinnest, thin, thickest. So let's take these guys off. And then we'll stack these bad boys right on top of each other. Come right in and take them off. Last but not least, let's travel over here and see what we got. Okay, these cooled down a lot because I was trying to get the perfect thumbnail. These look pretty good. I'm curious what we're gonna find out. So let's just start with the thicker one. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a bite of the burger itself. We'll see what happens. Pretty damn juicy. Not as much of a crust on it because we didn't smash it down really hard. But next we have the medium smash. More of a crust, a little less juicy, as to be expected, but not bad at all. And then we have our smash patty. This one just looks pathetic. It looks like a McDonald's hamburger, unfortunately, but that's what happens when it gets cold. That one's interesting. Obviously, as you can imagine, the best crust out of all 3 of them. Still pretty juicy. I get those flavors, and the Grillaholics salt, pepper, garlic, butter seasoning really stands out in that one compared to the other ones. Like, I'm actually tasting that seasoning. But now let's try our bad boys right here. So we got the thick boy, the thicker boy, whatever you want to call it. Give this guy a whirl. Those buns are so good. These buns I get from Aldi, they're great. The brioche with the sesame seeds on top, amazing buns. I'm gonna bring this guy in front of the camera here to see if you can see the juice coming out. Look at that. Still a lot of juice. Oh, that's hot. Wow. So obviously, pretty juicy. I like that one. Next, we got the medium smash. That one's not bad at all. Let's do a juice test. If I smash this guy down, we got some juices in there. Obviously not as much as the other one. It's sort of there. It's not dripping. And lastly, our thinnest of the thin boys. That one just all around, like the cheese, the bread, the seasoning, the crust, it all works very well. Let's do a juice test on this guy. We still have some juice right there. That's pretty damn good. You can see it right there. Now, obviously not as juicy as the thickest boy, but it's pretty good. It's not dry or anything, which is surprising because you saw that thing coming apart originally. It's still got some good juice to it. So which do I recommend? I think, surprisingly, I would recommend the thinnest one. If you want a true smash burger, you can't go wrong making it that way. Now the juice is actually really coming out. Can't see it, but it's pretty damn good. I wish I could eat it fresh without it being in the cold for 10 minutes as I screw with things around here, but it's pretty good. If you want less of a crust, yeah, go with the thicker guy. That's fine. And then the middle one, I don't know, it just didn't really do anything for me. The crust is there, tastes good, but I think I'd rather smash it out completely. All around, they're all great, but that thinner guy, he's got something going for him. And like I said, with the thicker guy, he's sort of scrunched up a bit. You don't really want that with a smash burger. You want a shower, not a grower. But an all-around good burger nonetheless. And once again, these were all 3-ounce patties, all cooked the same amount of time, the same exact way. You saw that all. I don't need to reiterate that. But just smashing your burger out, I think you can't go wrong. Even if you're afraid of drying it out, if you make a ball and smash it down as hard as you can, I think you'll be in for a great result. But I really do think 3 ounces is the perfect amount of burger for Smashburgers. You just get that perfect size, perfect shape, and it stays juicy. If you go any more than that to the 4 ounce, which I used to do, you get it shrinking up a little bit. It's a little less smash and a little more burger. Then obviously if you go less than that, it's just going to fall to shreds, which I've had happen to me as well. But that being said, this will conclude this episode of Fatty's Feast. If you liked what you saw, found value, I answered some questions of yours regarding Smashburgers, please smash that like button. See what I did there? Smash, like the Smashburger. Get this content out to more people. And please leave a comment on things you want to see me make on the Blackstone Griddle, on the smoker. I'll do it all. I don't care. Right over here, I'm going to put my griddle burger playlist. That's hours of entertainment of me cooking on the Blackstone Griddle, making burgers. You'll love that. And then right over here, I'm going to put my In-N-Out copycat burger recipe. I show you how to make the sauce. I show you how to smash the burgers. I show you how to make a 4x4 just like In-N-Out makes it. Smack dab in the middle if you love this bald, bearded, diabetic, average, all around average face so much, you can subscribe to see more of me. And until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay hungry.